Welcome to Liberencia, where the gold chains of fate bind and guide gods and mortals alike. This is Extreme Advantage.
Previously on Extreme Advantage, Lauren activates a feature to rewind time by 1 minute, allowing him to know what's going to happen when Dragar casts a mysterious spell that causes the bunker to collapse on the party. Corlys confronts Dragar and is nearly killed. Scheme is discovered to be dead and is revived by Corlys after performing a divine deal with his goddess. We go back towards the outer city, where we meet Gorehand. He asks us to join his guards, and after such, we decline his offer, and Rorik Finnegrow is nearly murdered by him after one singular slap. We make our way to the Emerald Plains as we follow the compass to return the stone, and upon finding a tower with a mysterious being known as Lucas.
Howdy folks, welcome back to Extreme Advantage. The question of the week here, folks, is what is your drink of choice?
We crack open a sody pop at the, or most of us do, at the start of every session. So just to immerse you guys a bit into our world, figured this might help paint the picture.
I don't drink soda. I'm the one that was being called out. I drink water.
Weirdo.
We weren't specifically targeting you.
I feel targeted.
Okay, but the real question is Aquafina or Dasani?
I like any water that comes from a prism, not a cylinder. Give me that Fiji water all the way.
Expensive
Actually, that's a good
water.
choice.
Yeah, that's like the
I accept
Starbucks of
that.
water.
If I pay more than $1 for a bottle of water,
You're not getting your water good.
that is market failure right
Who's
there.
your water guy?
My drink of choice is going to be a crisp Dr. Pepper, or if I had a late night or early morning, I will do one of the fruit punch monsters. Those are solid.
Drink of choice. I mean, water is fantastic, obviously. Yes. But I think that if I'm going to be going with a soda, it'll probably be Major Melon Mountain Dew or Baja Blast.
Baja
Fantastic.
Blast. That's solid. My go-to drink of choice is always one of the 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper. If I'm feeling like a real sleepy boy, I'll grab a Aussie lemonade monster, because
Please
contrary
don't
to popular belief, juice is an S tier drink. So
I like
mixing
juice.
that with energy drinks that was a kiss noise for those of you listening.
Oh, it's
Yeah, in case you couldn't see him.
Sounds good.
Well, if I had to pick a drink of choice, it's actually the discontinued orange rendition of Red Bull. It was tangerine flavor.
Oh, that
it
was
was
so
the
good.
best,
That is so
and they discontinued it.
James lives in drink purgatory right now.
Yeah, let's get her done. All right, so last time we left off, we were in the Emerald Plains, in a pretty chilly spot here in a strange looking tower in the middle of a snowy area. It's pretty empty except for the lone fire that's burning and the sleeping bag. Underneath the sleeping bag, we did find that trapdoor with the strange little fellow in there named Lucas. He explained that you have to imagine the Emerald Plains as a series of islands, where if you kind of crest over like a series of hills, you'll enter into a new location, only to have the other one disappear as soon as it's out of sight.
And with that, we know that Lucas is from another time period. The wall was under construction when Lucas entered the Emerald Plains.
So he's like hundreds of years in the past.
The walls began construction a little after the False Gods War, so this is about 500-ish years ago.
Yowza.
Just goes to show the time switch that can happen in the Emerald Plains.
Anyways, when we left off, Lucas was going through the bunker underneath, grabbing some food, and he had thrown up some cans and jars up to y'all and had climbed on out.
What food did he throw up?
It's just like different cans of basic rations that you would find in a like military outpost.
Okay. Did he just find this place? I don't remember if we asked him.
We could
You
ask
have
him
no
and
idea.
find out.
It's time to roll.
Let's role play. So, Lukey boy,
Excuse me?
we came out here with a bit of an objective in mind. If we were to try to make it to a specific destination, is there a way to go about that?
He kind of like walks over to the fire and sits down next to it, and he kind of starts pulling out some peaches and other things to kind of begin eating. And he says, I'm not quite sure yet. I kind of came out here to see if I could figure that out. Full honesty, I haven't figured it out yet, man.
If I were to like stand on the border of an island and just like sit there and jump back and forth, do you think I could eventually cycle through all of them?
I haven't tested that. Who knows? It is very well possible that it could rip you apart.
I'll be right back.
Oh dear. Schemed out.
I won't be right back.
But I
Don't
feel
do it.
like you guys aren't asking the right questions, though.
Yeah, what brings you out here, Lucas?
Adventure, come on, man.
But
The Emerald Plains?
Yeah, the most dangerous place on the continent.
Dangerous or most interesting? Take a look at this, follow me. And he kind of walks you over to the edge of the door where you came in at. And he points down at the snow. And he says, this tower is built in such a way where the entrance, this door, is at the flesh level of this snow. Why?
I see your point. That does raise a lot of questions.
That alone is pretty wonky, kind of strange. Snow, stuff like that. But when I first came here, this wasn't snow. This was a lake.
Oh,
So it kind of skipped the ice part. And
It
just,
kind of skipped the ice part, just powder.
Went straight to powder.
So who knows? Maybe next stage it'll turn into gas. Maybe
did-
it'll start boiling.
How did you get here on the lake?
I swam.
You swam all that way?
Yeah.
You're very fit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But regardless, I've been to a few of these different locations myself, each one completely different. Some looked like battlefields, others looked like just normal plains, a forest, and a couple of them. I found a massive peach field one time. Some of the best peaches I've ever had. That's why I'm eating the canned peaches over here. But the point is, are these actual locations? Are the Emerald Plains creating them? Are these figments of your own imagination as you're walking through this area? And that's why it gets so weird when you travel in groups of people. I simply do not know. There are so many questions that I have yet to answer, and that's why I'm out here.
Have you met anyone else here?
Not yet. You guys are the first.
and how long have you been out here?
A couple weeks,
Wow, that's a long time alone.
How long have we been out here?
like a day.
Yeah, I mean, according to how we feel about it, probably a day.
So like, okay, about a day.
So that asks another question. Didn't the Emerald Plains point us in each other's direction? Was it just straight luck? Was it destiny of the gods? I have no idea.
I think it's conspiracy set up by the government.
I don't know how to talk to you.
You don't need to.
Okay.
No, Lucas, that actually, we are obviously here on a bit with purpose as well. We're not just out here meandering because it is the Emerald Plains. But you said that you've visited a lot of places. We are actually looking for a specific place. However, we don't exactly know what it would look like. Possibly a temple or a shrine, some kind of pedestals, anything like that might ring any bells to you?
I think the only place that even sounds remotely similar to what you guys talk about was I did come across a ruined city. I mean, like, it was crumbling, it was just foundations and stuff, not a building standing, not a single living soul. There might have been a temple there at one point.
Okay, interesting. So a ruined city. I'm unfamiliar with that in the Emerald Plains. Being part of the Dragon's Cavalry, I know a little bit about the Emerald Plains, but it has always been evasive and unknown to all of us, as you know, you're well aware. That's why you're here, looking for its mysteries. I mean, guys, do we know specifically what we're looking for? We have to find something where we're trying to return something,
To recover something
or that.
in which to return.
Well,
That's a fair point.
my mentor did specifically say that we were trying to that we needed to return one of these stones.
Right.
And honestly, I think the last stone that we found was in the ruined portion of the city of Hild.
Hild. We just barely renamed that to Heroes Hold.
Yeah. So it's still called Heroes Hold, but
Oh, sweet.
but there were some ruins in the bunker, down below the bunker, that
Interesting.
Lucas,
Yeah.
when you left, who was ruling Heroes Hold?
Let's see here. It would have been General Church would have still been in charge.
All right.
And Lucas, was there... I don't want to press on any feelings towards this, but why was it renamed Heroes Hold?
That's where the Emerald Heroes held back the False Gods army.
Which is also where the massacre in a specific bunker took place.
Rough business, man.
When did that happen? Were you
Yeah,
present for that?
I was there.
Have you been to that bunker?
I have.
Were you at the bunker when it happened?
That, no, I wasn't.
Okay, that's
No.
what I was like. Well, what the heck?
No.
Okay.
I was elsewhere at the time, but no, I was present.
Well, this has been riveting,
thank
Lucas. From the sound of it, you aren't 100% sure how to get around the plains. We do eventually have to find whatever we're looking for.
Just shrines, stones.
Just
Listen,
a place to put a thing at.
I feel like it's my turn to ask some questions, you know?
Well,
It's
I don't
been
know
real.
about that.
No, that's definitely fair. Yes. Go
First and foremost, is the name Lucas de la Libros still known?
Who?
Who's that?
That's me.
Oh,
No.
God, we've don't.
Shoot.
Never heard of you.
You should probably do something like more impactful.
I mean, shoot, I thought I was pretty cool.
Should we know your name?
Well, yeah, I fought the false god. I was there.
You need a better agent.
Were you one of the Emerald Heroes?
I mean, I fought alongside Fairbringer, Tesariel Korik, and Telric, Emil. I was there.
Did you happen to go by any other names?
No, this is the only name I've ever really used.
Well, I've never heard of you.
Yeah, why have we not heard of you?
I don't know, man. I'm asking you.
I have no idea who you are.
Well, shoot. I don't know what to do with this information. Well, 500 years is 500 years, so... Yeah, who knows? Lots of things can happen, right? What are you guys looking for? Maybe I know something. I'm pretty well read. I read lots of books. I know lots of things.
Rorik is gonna look at Scheme and be like, "Can I hold the runestone for a second? Can I borrow that?"
Do you have collateral? give me the
I will
turtle.
give you.
Give me the turtle.
Yeah. Rorik takes Conrad and hands over Conrad to.
You hear a scream of joy.
Freedom!
And I give him a little small piece of cheese to Conrad.
Scheme's already eaten it.
It's gone.
Oh, thanks.
Gain 1 HP.
Okay, here's the rock.
All right, so
Sucker.
Rorik takes the runestone and he's like, "Well, we're looking for something similar to this," and he shows it to him, but doesn't hand it to him.
Lucas kind of like looks at it and he does reach out to grab it.
He pulls it back. He's like, we almost lost our lives for this stone. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna hand it out to just somebody that we just better than that."
I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough. I suppose. May I look at it?
With your hands or with your eyes?
Both.
Do you have collateral?
I'm gonna get so much stuff.
Lucas kind of pulls out his little messenger bag and kind of like starts digging through it, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, here, have this," and he hands you a scroll.
Oh,
So
Deal.
keep in mind, give me a history
Oh.
check.
okay.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
History. I've got plus nothing. Ooh, that is a solid 8.
8. That is not very good.
8 is like
Got a
the nat
15.
20 of the 1 through 8.
Rorik
Hold
got a
on.
15.
How
15,
about a 17?
17. Both of those will check. The DC is 10.
I didn't. I'll roll a dice.
Hey, we do that sometimes.
I don't want to say what that was.
Was it low?
It wasn't a 10, I'll tell you that much.
Did you get one of the numbers right?
No.
Basically, the process to make scrolls has been lost to time. There are only one of two ways to find scrolls in your guys' day and age. Either they have been left from a bygone era and they are extremely old, or one or two people knows how to make them and they are extraordinarily rare.
I'm getting so much stuff. Turtle in one hand, scroll in the other.
Amazing.
So Rorik hands him the runestone.
Perfect. He kind of like looks over it, examines it, kind of begins casting a couple of spells.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What
I'm
are you,
gonna-
what are you doing?
I'm just identifying.
Can I do an inside check?
Sure. You can give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, he's casting Identify.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine, gents.
And he sits there for a moment. He's like, well, okay, I probably haven't learned anything new that you guys don't already know, so let's try something else. And he starts casting another spell. You want to give me another Arcana
Oh,
check?
cow, do that again.
16.
16. He is casting Legend Lore. For those of you guys here who don't understand, Legend Lore is a nice little spell where basically you can cast it on an object and you get a little bit of insight into the history of it, or the lore and legends about the item. It's
Good one.
basically an instant ask your DM a question type spell.
Nice.
He finishes the gestures and the incantation, and his eyes kind of glow a slight white as he begins to learn some knowledge about this. As soon as the spell kind of concludes and knowledge has been poured into his mind, he's like, all right, well, you guys are in for a treat. That's fun. If you find more of these, I would like to see them.
Why?
What did you learn?
Ah! He kind of fidgets with the orb a little bit, and he says, before I do anything else, here you go.
Thank you. I'm not giving this back.
Can I have the...
Please.
please?
Please?
I gave you the ball back.
I'll give you this turtle.
I don't... Do you have any idea how many turtles I can get?
Here, I give him the turtle.
What? He holds the turtle. He's like, no, give me the scroll back.
Rorik reaches for the turtle.
He says, I have the turtle, you get the scroll.
Scheme. Can I see the scroll real quick? I'll give it right back.
Sure.
Okay.
I give Lauren the scroll.
Here you go.
Hey!
And he gives Scheme the turtle.
Now I'm unsatisfied.
sorry,
You have the ball and the turtle.
Scheme. Give me combat.
I give him the stone.
Scheme.
Are you about
Might
to
I-
like touchdown smash that turtle?
You know what?
Can I see the turtle?
Sure.
Okay.
This has never hurt me in the past.
Here you are, Ulrich.
Hey!
I don't have the stone.
He gave it to
Still
you.
has this.
No, he gave it. He gave it to you.
I didn't reach for it.
Okay. Items. All the items have been restored.
Here you
to
are,
their
Scheme.
proper.
There's your stone.
I'm unsatisfied.
I'm amazed by your negotiating skills, Lauren.
Lucas is sitting there
Do
like,
what I can.
this is like a level 1 spell, man. He puts it back in his bag.
Wasn't even
Scroll is
valuable.
worthless.
Look, magic is cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, Lucas, why
Yeah.
we do seek out more of these stones, but why would you like to
Well,
see more of these?
How can I explain this to you guys? This is clearly a giant rune stone. Y'all know this, right?
Yes.
So what I saw when I cast the spell on this is that this was the gem to the Ring of the Stone Giant. So
What?
here in Liberencia, there was not really a massive populace of giants. There were only 6.
And each one.
Oh.
How
This
many
is
runes?
the-
One from each race of giants.
Yes.
How many runes are on the compass?
6
And this was the gem
of the stone
of the
giant.
ring for that giant.
Okay.
He wore it as jewelry.
But yeah, essentially, from what I can tell, is that this is a set of 6, one for each giant. Didn't really learn much else, unfortunately. It
Hey,
seems like
maybe-
it's pretty old.
Do we know where those 6 giants resided?
Hill Giant was in Heroes Hold. That's not much of an association.
Because this is the stone.
Stone.
So maybe if we can figure out where the other 5 giants resided, then that could be a good clue as to where the other unclaimed stones are.
Lucas, were the giants alive when you left to come
Oh,
here?
giants have been dead for who knows how many years at this
They're
point.
older even than you.
I
And
know.
first of all, man, I'm not that old.
No, you look dashing.
Thank you. I look good for 60.
Lucas, did you by chance come across a dragonborn by the name of Dragar Kolscale?
Nope.
Good.
I mean,
I know where
he was
Dragar
out
got
here.
the stone.
Who was out here? Did he get the stone here?
I would assume
It was
so.
Well,
green.
then what is the compass pointing to then?
Where we return this stone, the resting place. Now, here's the thing. The giants resided in different cities. There is a destroyed city in the Emerald Plains. I'm willing to bet that Dragar Kolscale obtained his stone in that city.
That doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but we are on this quest, so we'll discover it.
We found the Stone Giant stone in Heroes Hold, which is where he resided.
Rorik, what do you know about any giants that associate with the color green?
Well, I would assume based off of the color, I think that this gemstone is gray because it was associated with the stone giants. Green, I assume would be green for the hill giant, but that means that we can assume that there's one for the fire, that there's going to be a red gemstone, a blue gemstone.
Potentially.
Yeah,
Oh man, it's almost like you have a compass with a lot of colors.
Yeah.
I thought that each of those colors were colorless until we were searching.
No,
around.
because when we get the stone, they disappear.
It fades out.
Yeah, it fades out.
How will we be able to find you, Lucas, when we come across these stones if you're in the Emerald Plains?
That's actually a really good point.
Why don't you just come with us?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Like, you're gonna be going around these these
You've
plains
clearly
for a
never
while.
done anything significant in history.
Hey,
I really gotta see what that scroll does. I need you to come with us.
You want to see what the scroll does?
Yes.
You really want to see what
More
the
than
scroll does?
anything.
Scroll magic is a little unusual in our time.
Unusual, dude. This is basic stuff.
It's not for us
No, we
anymore.
don't-
This
we
is
don't-
very rare stuff.
yeah, we don't have scrolls where we come from.
You want this? Here you go. He reaches back into his bag and gives you the scroll.
Oh my gosh!
It's like, do you have any idea how easy it is for me to make these things?
Scheme takes the scroll and reaches for Conrad.
He wants to get
All
his
right,
stuff back.
all right. I think that there's a very important discussion that we have to have at some time.
Pay the man!
And Rorik takes Conrad off of his head and is like,
And Lucas holds his hand out.
Conrad, do you want to stay with me or do you want to leave?
You see him just and pukes up the cheese.
Because is he shake quivering with fear?
He's quivering with like he might have like stomach problems. He's eating nothing but cheese.
You take good care of your pet.
I try to.
That is not a healthy turtle.
Does Conrad actually seem like he throws up?
Yeah, he
apparently.
throws up the cheese and then he's just like, ah.
He just is welcoming
you-
the stew at this point.
So you don't actually want to stay?
I'm okay.
That doesn't answer. I want what's best for you.
Yeah.
Answer my question.
Okay.
And none of us can hear this conversation.
It's just like Lucas sits there for a moment. Does he do this often?
all the time.
All the time. We never know what's going on, but that turtle just always looks mortified.
That turtle's puked on him like 5 times.
I think it's because he probably feeds it nothing but cheese. I don't think turtles even
Yeah.
eat cheese.
No.
I'm pretty sure he stole that turtle from like an orphan too. Anyways, you want to come with us?
I'll come with you for a little bit.
Baller.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Is Lucas still holding his hand out for Conrad?
Nah, he brought his hand back. But if you're willing to give him the turtle, he'll take it.
Conrad, do you want to go with Lucas?
He kind of like looks over at Lucas.
This guy is this turtle is just so indifferent to everything.
He's just.
Oh, all right. Then I'll hold on to you for now, and
Oh yeah.
Rorik just puts Conrad back up on his, after.
Holy cow, look the door. Oh my gosh, it's like right there.
Come on, Scheme.
Okay, I'm ready.
Lucas, you joining us?
For a little bit at least.
All right.
I'll see what's up. Y'all are weird.
I'm aware of that.
Give me a second though. I'm gonna grab some more of this food. Who knows if we're not gonna find food for a while.
Hey,
That's a good point.
real quick, are there any stairs in this tower?
I've climbed all the way up to the top, and it is literally just solid stone.
Nothing. There's no trapdoors.
There's no
hatches.
trapdoors. There's no invisible windows. Nothing. Like that is why this tower is so weird. Like,
That's odd.
is this an actual construction? Did the Emerald Plains just manifest it?
Well, maybe we'll find out more about it from the outside. So let's head to
Let's
that
go.
door.
Hallelujah.
All right. Yeah, sounds great. Yes,
All
let's
right,
go.
cool. Oh wait, let me grab some food stuff real quick. He kind of like jumps back down into the hole, and you hear him like grabbing some jars and stuff and throwing it into his bag.
Lucas, do you need any help carrying that stuff? Is there more stuff?
Oh
in
no,
there?
I got like a super bag of holding, man.
Wait, a super bag of holding.
Oh dude, this thing's massive.
Must be nice.
It is.
How much?
How much
Like,
can it hold?
How much can it hold?
How much to pilfer it off? Yeah,
Ah, you're not getting this, man.
that's a fair point. All right.
But like, as for how much it can hold, last time, like, I don't know, I think I could fit a small house in there.
Oh wow.
That's
Trade you a scroll.
The one I gave you?
Maybe. These are very rare where I come from.
It means nothing to me.
I don't think that you're in the right market for that right now.
One
While
day.
we adventure, you said that you could make these very easily. Would
Yeah.
you be willing to share that knowledge with us?
You have paper and materials?
Yes.
I pull out my paper and materials.
I wish I did. Well, maybe. Do you have paper and materials?
I have some, but like, I needed to make scrolls as needed
Could you spare one paper to write the instructions on it?
to like make a scroll.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose I could. How much is it worth to you?
Probably like 5 gold pieces.
Gold is really valuable where we come from.
Well, apparently it's not that valuable to me.
Dang it, I was really hoping.
Lucas, for the knowledge of making spells, I would part with all the gold that I have on me.
If you're gonna give me gold, my guy, that is worthless to me. Do you have any idea how easy it is to make gold?
You can make gold?
Yeah.
We can talk more about these scrolls.
we can
on the way.
negotiate this stuff, because obviously it's worth something for y'all. But after you guys,
Yeah.
Okay, let's head out.
who's jumping out first?
I'll go first.
Carry me.
All right, come on, Scheme.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Carrying you like
You
a
guys just-
log.
Yeah.
You guys just jump down into the snow.
Pretty much. I mean, it's what, like a 4-foot drop?
4 foot drop.
Yeah,
According
I'll
to
just
your knowledge.
hop down.
Awesome. I need both of you to give me Constitution saving throws.
Holy
I had
nuts.
I was gonna say use your sword
Oh.
or something to poke
I
the
was
ground.
I,
about to,
assumed,
but then
I
they
had
jumped.
assumed that we still tied our rope.
We haven't untied the rope
Yeah,
yet.
no,
I don't
you
think
still
we
got
ever
the rope.
untied it.
So we pull them in with us.
So whatever happens, you guys are coming with. Con save. Yikes. That is a 14.
10.
14 and 10?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to save, my guy.
Oh.
Lauren barely makes it. The snow instantaneously evaporates into burning hot steam. The entire area is now boiling hot.
I yank on the rope and I start bringing you guys back in.
Okay. I'm going to need you to give me an athletics check. I'm going to be rolling damage for the both of you.
That's
You're going to
fine.
take half
That's
damage,
fine.
Lauren.
Rorik is going to assist.
Could I theoretically just lift him up
Yeah, you-
soon enough so he doesn't
Scheme?
take damage? Or at
Unfortunately,
least
that's
so he
already
takes half
happened,
damage?
but you could throw him back up into the room pretty easily.
So I'll instantly just toss him back into the room.
Did you say you're helping me?
I'm assisting because I'm strong.
Well, that's really good because my first roll was a 5. Second roll was a 21.
Okay.
So 21.
21. Very good. You're going to be able to pull him up pretty easily. In the meantime, Scheme, you are going to take 18 damage.
Hot dog.
Lauren,
There
you
goes.
take 9.
So why did that happen?
How did that happen?
No, why?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, as Lucas stated, I mean, we are in the Emerald Plains. Anything can happen. Anything can change at any moment while we are here. He even stated that it was water when he got here, then it was snow, and now it is boiling hot gas.
Lucas, have you noticed any patterns in when the atmosphere changes?
Nope.
As far as I've been noticing, as much like when we first embarked, there was heavy emphasis on observing the land and observing things. Is that right? So it's like as soon as you are sure of what is out there, then it stays that way, and then as soon as you take your eyes off of it, then it has the potential to change.
That is true. That is exactly from what I know. That is true. How long have we been in this room talking?
30, 40 minutes.
It could be just it cycles through the different states of matter.
But when we opened the door and you guys jumped in, Lauren and Scheme, it still appeared as snow, right?
Yeah, looks
It
like
was.
snow.
Yeah, we jumped down into the snow and it instantly turned into steam. Speaking of, I'm just gonna cast a quick cure wounds on both of us. 7.
7, thank you.
Who entered the snow first last time?
Rorik did.
And it looked like snow, and it
It
stayed
absolutely
like
was
snow.
snow.
I'm gonna approach the door,
All right, you approach the door.
and I'm gonna take out my sword.
Take out the sword.
I'm gonna reach down and touch the sword to the ground.
Okay. It's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, you can do that.
And is my hand getting hot? Is it
It
burning?
is getting hot. If you
Alright,
stay
fine,
out here
pull
any
back.
longer, it's gonna burn.
Okay,
Okay.
pull it back.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Ray of Frost on the steam and see what happens.
Okay.
Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So you
See if it maybe
let
pulls it
fly
out.
your ray of frost out there. You see it goes maybe half the distance as this ray of frost just kind of melts on contact. Like if somebody was standing closer, you probably would have hit them and still done damage, but it has half the
counteract the
distance.
steam.
Scheme's gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
So it's this spectral floating hand. I can move it up to 30 feet away from me. It can interact with objects up to, I think, 10 pounds. So I'm going to summon Mage Hand, and I'm going to have the hand fly out and just start like trying to brush a bit of a path.
Okay.
Oh, that's
As the hand goes out there, you can see that it does kind of like almost like fog, you know, kind of brush it away, but it kind of floats on back.
So it's reforming.
Yes. But you can blow it away.
Does anybody know Gust?
I don't.
Lucas raises his hand. I do.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah?
You want to cast Gust?
Sure.
Thanks.
What
Okay,
level?
but I think we should all be ready to.
Yeah,
to
we need
run.
your-
Hold up. That doesn't necessarily mean that the fog or the steam or whatever is what is hot. It might just be radiating from the ground.
I mean, when we were out there, it was definitely coming from the steam. It's how it felt, at least.
I'm willing to test the theory with Gust. So
It works.
be ready to follow me if I say jump.
Okay. Lucas approaches the door, kind of rubs his hands together, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. One sec." And he reaches into his bag of holding and he pulls out a scroll. He says, what strength level do I want?" And he kind of pulls out a few scrolls, handful here, handful there, and kind of like digs through for about 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Like it takes
got
him
a
a
lot.
significant amount of time digging through all of these scrolls, and then he says, "Finally, here we go." And he pulls out a scroll, begins the incantation in a few hand gestures, and poof, you see this gust of wind just blow a nice path through this fog. It does not go all the way, but he has a second scroll on hand, ready
Okay.
to go.
I jump and I say, Lucas, follow me.
All right, I'm with you.
Okay, we jump down. Do we
it
take
hot?
damage?
You do not take damage, but you see like the steam is coming up from the grass.
Okay, guys, the steam is coming back, but it's safe. Go, 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 go.
Ulrich jumps down and starts running at
We
it.
start
Everybody,
running.
you start sprinting. You get about, what would that be? About 50 feet out, based off of this gust of wind. And Lucas immediately pulls out the next scroll and blasts some more away, and you continue sprinting. Once you're about 100 or so feet from the tower, he's still digging through trying to find scrolls, but you're gonna have to run a lot further in this steam.
Oh dear.
He says, "We did not think this through."
I thought it was. I didn't remember the tower being that far away in the snow.
It was like a mile.
Can we see how far away the next island is?
Oh, like the hill, essentially. You have a ways to go.
How many feet?
A lot.
Okay.
Many feet.
So Lucas gets down on his knees and is digging through his bag once again.
Scheme is gonna start casting mold earth with the intention of making a tunnel.
Okay.
Ah.
You cast mold earth, and
dear.
as soon as you dig into the ground, you see water boiling underneath it.
The
Steam
the
is going
steam
to-
is coming
yeah.
from the ground.
So the water itself is what's changing. You have solid water was the lake, almost frozen water obviously was the snow. Now it's ultra heated water is creating this steam.
Yeah.
Does anybody have control water? Lucas, do you have a scroll for control water?
He's already
maybe.
looking for other scrolls.
We might be able to get rid
And he
of the
says,
steam.
"New plan," and he holds out a scroll. He says, "All right, who's up first? Nose goes."
Me.
Okay. And he immediately begins casting vortex warp.
Yeah.
As soon as you feel the space warping around you, do you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Nope.
You can choose to fail. Okay. You feel the space kind of twist as you teleport across the field right onto the hill. You are hundreds of feet away.
I'm gonna do the same thing to I don't know who to choose.
Pick your favorite.
I can carry you. I'm gonna do the same thing to Rorik. I'm gonna vortex warp him to where I saw Corliss go.
What about Lucas?
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I trust Lucas can get out.
He does begin casting another spell, doesn't need a scroll for this one, and he hits you, Scheme, for fire resistance.
Ooh, nice.
There you go.
All right, I've got a lot of attack things. I could charm the steam.
Oh,
I could cast
nice.
charm person.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cast levitate on myself so I can hover above it.
Okay, and kind of jump as high. You're carrying Scheme, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me an athletics check.
Anybody want to help me out? It's a 3.
3.
If I
You
were
immediately
to-
drop Scheme.
If I were to,
I'm sorry, Scheme.
This is not entirely the wording of the feature, but I have the Tides of Chaos. If I were to expend my Tides of Chaos in an attempt to help Lauren,
I'd allow it.
it's mutually beneficial. You get to roll wild magic stuff.
Oh, I know.
I get to potentially help Lauren.
All right. Well,
I am more than willing to allow it.
I mean, it's just gonna save you. So.
Go ahead and roll again, Lauren, but the
Okay.
next time you cast a spell, baby.
Oh boy.
Hot dog.
That's a 0.
Zero?
I have a -3 in strength. I'm not strong.
So
I'm a
Scheme is
spongy
over here
boy.
bending the tides of chaos to assist you, and you do worse.
Wait, no. You said it's extreme advantage.
Okay, I'll give
Oh.
you
You
extreme
said it-
advantage.
yeah, you
Roll
said it
one
twice.
more
Yeah,
time.
Thing. All right, let's see. Okay, 14.
Okay, there we go. The tides of chaos come into play.
Now I don't drop you.
And you start floating above, and Lucas gives you a thumbs up, and he says, "I'll see ya there, boys," and he just starts running.
All right. Good luck.
He's just running.
Where are you going?
No. I vortex warped him to you.
Oh,
Nope.
you're with.
At what?
Can't.
I can't.
No, because your range is 90 feet for Vortex Warp.
Well,
what
Lucas's
level are you?
range was too.
Yeah, because he upcast it.
Would casting it at the 3rd level do it?
How many feet is it?
It's 120 feet.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Sorry, Rorik.
600 feet
Yeah.
or something like that.
So if that's the case, Rorik, Lucas is gonna pick you up. He flings you over your shoulder and he says, "Get ready, hold your breath, bud."
All right.
And he just starts running. In the meantime, our boy Corliss here, standing safe.
Yeah, it's just like okay.
Cool. You see Scheme and Lauren floating up. You guys are going to have to go through some of the steam, though. Okay.
That's fine.
I need you guys to give me one more Constitution saving throw to kind
Oh
of
my
make your way through it.
gosh.
You do have that fire resistance.
Scheme's
bud.
got that fire resistance.
16.
16. Very cool.
Thank goodness. For that fire resistance, because I got a 6.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That's going to be 25 damage.
Pre-halved or post-halved?
That is not halved.
Oh yeah, you said.
So how are you looking, Scheme?
Got about 12.
All right. So you're still standing.
If I use a touch spell that's not concentration, I can use that while I'm still concentrating, right?
Yep.
Okay.
If it's you can still cast spells if you're concentrating. You just can't
not
cast another concentration.
So as we're floating over there, I'm gonna cure wounds scheme it.
Okay,
I'll
perfect.
Keep him up.
Okay. In the meantime, so you guys are up above the steam, making your way downtown. On your way over to our friend Corliss. Rorik, you're in for a treat.
Oh dear.
Lucas is just full sprinting. He's a pretty fast guy. Like, as you're looking at this, he is moving fast. And all he is doing is casting Cure Wounds on you over and over again. So you are feeling this agonizing pain, but before it can even form a wound, it's healing.
So you're just in pain without damage.
Exactly. You're just suffering.
So I'm just screaming in Scottish
Just
the
like,
entire.
ah!
What does it mean to scream in Scottish?
Scotland!
It just sounds like a bagpipe.
It's just taps playing on the bagpipe.
So several moments later, you guys finally all crest up onto the hill with your good friend Corliss, who's just been sitting pretty
Scot-free,
time.
perfectly healed.
Sorry. Just kicking his legs back and
Well,
forth.
I mean, he's scot-free until Rorik shows back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, Lucas and Rorik come running up, and Lucas sets you down. Woo! What a rush!
That was fun.
How does Lucas look?
You see Lucas's skin is like melting off, but is healing right back.
Lucas, what?
Woo!
Are you all right, friend?
Oh, I'll be fine, man.
What?
Just give me a second.
Hey.
1 second. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, I might throw up.
Just for clarity, I healed when I did the cure wounds. He healed 14.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Scheme did.
Scheme got some HP.
Schemey boy. Does anybody need any healing?
Honestly, after that last bout of Cure Wounds, I'm feeling pretty chipper.
I yawn.
Rorik is just
Yeah,
off to the side looking scarred. Mentally scarred. He's probably going to vomit because his body is so traumatized from the past couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
So he's going to vomit and just roll over onto his back.
You lay down pretty much right next to Lucas. You're both exhausted.
Rorik is just gonna like reach over and touch his shoulder.
Ah! Don't touch me.
So
What if I bust this bad boy out and I pull out the rest stone and I'm going to activate it?
Everybody gets a short rest.
That's not bad.
I like that.
I guess nothing changes for me.
You didn't lose anything.
That puts good old Scheme back up to max.
Hooray!
Nice.
are you saying that I broke even with the amount of healing that?
Yeah, you took no damage.
Okay.
But you are emotional.
Yeah, emotionally, you took a lot of damage.
So,
And probably mentally.
so like, were we talking like 5, 10
5
psychic
emotional damage, yeah.
5 psychic damage.
So Lucas also gets the short rest.
Yeah. Lucas fully heals in a few moments, though. He's up to par. He's good.
How are you able to heal yourself like that? You should have died out there.
You want the boring truth or an interesting lie? Trick question, you're gonna get an interesting lie.
Solid.
Yeah. Magic.
Lame.
Magic Man. Make me sad.
So now for the boring truth.
I didn't say I was gonna give you the truth.
That's not any magic that I know
It's
of.
not tricking you if I tell you I'm lying.
Isn't it though?
On a technicality, I think he's got us.
You'd make a fine lawyer.
That's the plan.
By all rights, it doesn't make sense.
Anyways, how about that hill right there?
Let's go.
Somebody should keep eyes on the tower.
But don't we want to pass on to the next?
Yeah, but
Island.
we want to pass with intention and not probably just have, snow turn into gas.
So maybe we all just focus on like a ruined city when we pass this hill. That will manifest it.
It's possible. I don't see why not.
Okay, everybody, believe.
Believe. No, you guys crest that hill and you move down onto the other side and you're greeted to more just pure emerald plains. Just green hills as far as the eye can see.
Oh, what's the compass doing? We were following the compass
yeah.
originally.
That's right.
You never checked.
I'll check now then.
Okay. I'm going to need you to give me a pure luck roll here, Devin, because you
Pure
did
luck.
not follow the compass when you left the tower.
Oh,
Even though we were
Oh.
thinking about a ruined city.
You were thinking about a ruined city, but the compass is your guide.
My rolls are fat turds today. That's a 9.
Yeah. Basically, what this means is there may be an additional encounter when you're traversing the Emerald Plains.
Encounters are fun.
Yeah,
I got all these. I'm a sorcerer. That's like what my whole magic is for.
Maybe we'll come across like a giant frog or something.
You whip out Le Compass. As you examine it, it does kind of spin for a bit, as if it's kind of lost its sense of location, but it does stabilize and give you a direction to go.
Well, let's just keep going in the direction of the compass.
Lucas
then.
kind of like raises an eyebrow. He's like, "Can I see the compass?"
Can I have your bag?
No, not the full bag.
Not my entire compass, then.
How about I can reach into your bag and pull out one item as collateral?
I got some personal stuff in there, man. How
Oh,
about
turtle feet.
I give you some gold because apparently it's very rare for you guys, and I get to hold the compass for a bit.
Because you were honest with us, gold is probably about as equally valuable now as it was during your time.
Oh, right. Okay. How about 2 gold pieces?
No way, get out of here, get your own compass.
How about
What are you talking about?
20 gold pieces?
You sold me.
All right, perfect.
No.
he holds out 20 gold pieces and he's
just sold it.
Yeah, but this is just to borrow it.
yeah. Obviously, it's just a rental fee, you know. And he kind of looks it over. He's like, all right, well, yeah, that's a compass. Cool, here you go.
Learn anything?
No.
I'll pay you 10 gold.
How about you just give me my money back?
No way, that was the rental fee.
Fine, you keep it, whatever.
Lucas, I apologize for my young lizard friend.
His apology will not tame me.
There's only so much I can do. But my hands are tied.
I'm an agent of chaos.
It doesn't take you very long to reach the next hill. From this interaction right here, you guys can kind of surmise that basically these green hill parts are like the sea between the islands. As you guys crest this next hill, I want one of you guys to roll a d12.
8.
That's like the worst number there is.
It is.
As you guys crest this hill, you are immediately flush on the ground with a massive forest. I want 1 or 2 of you to give me perception checks.
I'm good at those.
Yeah, Rorik will
Whoop whoop.
perceive.
Ooh, I'm not very good at those. That's a 13.
13?
16.
16. So as you guys look at this forest, it's very subtle at first, but you begin to take notice that the trees are subtly fading in and out of existence.
What the?
What?
They're blink trees.
Like it's an illusion.
A mirage.
Mirage.
As you get just a little bit closer, you can physically touch the tree, but it slowly fades out of existence until you can't even see it or touch it.
Does it look like anything else in the forest, like rocks, the foliage on the ground? Is
There-
anything else fading out?
It is exactly as you said. Lots of foliage like a normal forest, but all of it is slowly just like, and it's not like groups of it is disappearing. It's like individual ones fade in and out of
Oh,
existence.
so it's just like certain
So it's the
things
whole-
here and there.
So it's twinkling, like one of those Christmas trees that have the twinkling lights that go randomly.
Oh, what the?
That makes me worried. I have a hypothesis. Seeing this, I'm going to toss out one of my belongings, and we need to make sure that we won't fade into existence if we go out there. So I'm gonna throw something out there.
All your gold.
All my gold. Not just one gold
Let me
piece.
test this. Throws out your entire life savings.
Wait,
Throw you. I'm going to take out. I'll just take out a bedroll.
Yeah, or like a torch.
And I'm gonna take out bedroll. And I'm just gonna huck it over there.
Okay, you throw it out there, and it kind of like sits there amidst the trees for a little bit. It doesn't fade in or out of existence, but slowly a tree begins to fade on top of it as you see the bedroll is slowly ripped apart by this tree fading into its existence.
So these trees are all things or people that have walked into that forest.
No.
I don't.
Or
think
the
so.
trees are spawning in on.
They could just spawn on you.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's kind of just like these trees are teleporting from someplace. I'm guessing these trees are like teleporting from some. let me get into character a bit. These trees are teleporting from some other place, likely on the Emerald Plain, to take the position of whatever enters this forest.
Possibly, or it could just very well be that. I mean, we're just in the Emerald Plains. This island just is a forest, and trees just come in, come out, and they don't go anywhere, and they don't go anywhere.
Rorik is going to look at a tree that is currently fading out, and then watch to see if that tree if it reappears in the exact same place.
Perfect. How long are you willing to stare at that location?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? It does not fade back within 10 minutes.
What if we just
With it.
switch off?
Switch off. What do you mean?
Just switch
Just
off
stare at
staring at
one
that
tree.
point.
We'd waste a lot of time standing here.
Possibly.
We've got nothing but time.
Is
the
the
Emerald
grass
Plains.
is the grass around the base of the trees? Is that also fading in out?
It looks like it's fine.
So it
Okay,
essentially just like
I'm
Right
gonna
on top of
use
the grass.
I'm gonna use something to kind of outline the base of one of the trees that are
Okay.
currently still.
And
there's
then
a
watch
good
it.
idea.
I'm gonna do that to 2 or 3 trees.
And just put rope around it.
How long are you willing to sit here?
30
crush,
seconds.
crush a
max.
long rest while we're here. Just watch it.
Man, you could crush a longie.
It's dangerous.
I'm assuming that the compass is pointing directly into the forest.
Real quick.
It is.
Lauren has an idea. He's gonna take out his bedroll,
Man,
Tight.
nobody's going to be sleeping comfortably anymore.
tie a rope to it,
Okay.
and chuck it in there.
Okay, you do so.
And what happens?
It sits there for a good bit, but a tree does start beginning forming
start-
right next to it and kind of pushes it away.
Right next to it.
Mhm.
So how does that differ? Because it didn't form on top.
So maybe it's not that it's
Maybe-
specifically targeting.
It might be because it's tethered to something outside the forest.
Maybe that, or it might just be that it was a random happen chance that
Yeah.
that
Right.
Corliss's.
I'm gonna try it again.
I think
I'll just pull it back in, throw it in a different location.
fishing.
And you sit there for a bit and everything, and some trees appear, but none are around.
So they
it.
don't do the same thing.
It
they erupt
is
out of.
completely random.
Yeah, the placement of the trees is entirely random.
So perpetual movement will be our safety.
Can we get a gauge on how big this forest is?
I still have levitation.
yeah, how tall is are the trees?
The trees are pretty big. Imagine redwoods.
Oh.
So yeah, no, these are 100-foot tall trees. There's no way I can
that's
see
a
it.
bit much.
I guess I could hover up and see if I can see anything in the distance, but I'm
Yeah,
not
you
gonna see the
could.
top of the trees. Do I see anything?
As you kind of hover on up there and look out, the forest appears to go out for miles. This is going to
Okay.
take you a day to cross.
Yeah, we can't stop here. That's the other problem.
Yeah, we have to be fully committed to
Right.
movement with no stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just crushed a short rest
keep
with
moving.
the stone, so let's get to it.
I
As ready
think-
as you're
yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, I think it's time
I
to
think-
move on.
I think the best idea is to likely have you carry Rorik, and I can carry Scheme. That
Fewer
way, there's
people.
less moving parts.
It's a fair point.
It's safer.
I like that idea. That's a good idea.
I'm sure you do.
Uh huh.
All right,
Oh,
Rorik,
ski.
hop on. I kneel down for a piggyback.
Yeah, and I'll just literally carry you like my briefcase.
I need you,
You
to give
don't
me an
need to do it.
athletics check.
All right,
I hate you.
so
Gosh.
Why don't we just have Conrad go and test it out, walk around for a little bit?
So I rolled a 12. I used a luck point to reroll, and I rolled an 11. So
All
the
right,
12, which turns into 9.
Okay. You are barely able to hold Scheme. He's a heavy lizard, man.
I'm like 30 pounds.
Scheme, just sit on my shoulders, please.
Like, do some reps or something, man.
I'm a robot. I can't.
You're a robot. I'm not a lizard.
I can't add muscle. My body is metal.
That is a closed mindset right now. I was just reading this self-help book that I can lend to you.
Rorik walks over to Lucas.
Yeah. Lucas is kind of like jotting around in his journal. And as soon as you approach him, he's like, I got it. The Flickering Forest.
Are you naming
Oh,
it?
for the name. That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah, yeah.
really. Oh, that's
Right.
right. You
I like
were
that,
coming out here
Lucas.
to kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
catalog what was out here, right?
Yeah, you see he has literally like pages, like 2 pages filled of like different names for this one forest.
And he has that one circled.
Yeah, that
No,
one's
you should stick with that. That's great.
It's pretty good.
That's actually
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually fantastic.
Thanks,
What's
guys.
this one?
This is
What
like
was
the
your-
nicest thing you said to me.
Mid.
What was your second idea here?
It's like the Fading Forest.
Like, ew, that sounds bad.
Flickering is much better.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
Flickering
sorry.
has some good sounds to it, huh?
I see why you had a page and a half of ideas.
It's all F words.
Flickering,
Lucas,
fading.
Yeah.
Fun.
The fun forest.
would it be all right with you if I were to bundle up some of my gear, some of my heavier stuff, and store it in your bag of holding?
I mean, if we get separated, it's mine, right?
You're planning to stick with us for a while, though, right?
I mean, what if a tree bursts you open, or we get separated, or maybe the earth splits open and we just
Get
never see each
separated.
other again?
He raises a good point. Do you have your will figured out? Maybe we should figure this out.
I think that would be a great plan. Listen, I have some paper. I can draft up
You
a
were
will.
willing to dedicate your paper to a will, but not to scrolls.
Yeah, come on.
Scrolls take additional materials besides ink and paper. You know that, right?
No, I don't.
No.
but-
Well, now you
rare.
do.
Yeah, okay.
Now you do.
All right. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
If for whatever reason we get separated and we don't
Yeah,
find
yeah.
each other, you can have whatever I leave with you.
Okay, perfect. He rips out the page and like tells you to sign it.
All right, I read over it.
There's like an entire stanza in there about you owing your life and money to him for all eternity.
I hold it up and I'm pointing to this line. I'm like,
So sign it.
I don't really
Sign it.
agree with this.
This sucks. It's your will. And he goes, fine. I'll write something else. And he kind of like scribbles something in and like rips it off and gives it to you.
I read it again.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you carry Scheme and we just have 3 people instead of 4?
As long as I'm getting carried.
I mean, I could do that. Anybody
much
have a
do you
trench
weigh?
coat?
I'm like 30 pounds.
Okay.
I got an 18.
18. It's pretty craftily worded, but it still says the exact same thing, but in an incredibly roundabout way.
How much?
I just rip it up and I'm like, "No, okay, never mind. I'll
That's
just
what
carry my
I
own
thought.
stuff.
That's what I thought.
I'll just carry my own stuff.
Attaboy.
Attaboy, he says.
Let's just raw dog it and just get
All right, let's go. Let's
Okay.
rock and roll.
All right.
Okay. I just want to know who's in front.
Corliss is in front.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Corliss
going
and
Corliss,
Rorik.
Scheme, Rourke, Lauren.
Aren't we carrying them?
We're not gonna carry them. We're raw
Yeah,
dog.
we're going. YOLO.
Well, hold on. I don't like this plan.
Keep up.
Everybody's carrying their own stuff and everybody's just walking their own path. Y'all meander into this forest. Corliss, since you are in the lead, I'm gonna need you to give me a general dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
This isn't gonna take an extraordinary amount of damage. It's just trees are slowly popping up in front of you. You're kind of making the path and you kind of have to dodge some.
Okay, 16.
16? Okay, you're able to dodge out of the way of all of them. You kind of get tripped up a couple times because it's kind of a unique situation you're in. Nobody's really used to it.
How fast do they take to appear?
It takes quite a while, but like if you just aren't paying attention, really, you can bump
Trip
into
over a
them,
stump
trip
or
over a
Well, you
stump.
could also walk into one that's just starting to materialize.
Yeah.
Catch you.
It's gradual enough that your mind may not like
Register.
process that it's
Exactly.
Like when your eyes are out of focus.
Yeah.
Which begs
So
the
we're-
question: does Lauren have the guidance cantrip?
I do, yes.
Can you be constantly casting that on?
You're just like behind him. Guidance, guidance, guidance.
Cheerleading.
It's a
shadow
cantrip.
art.
If anything,
It's
it'll
a
help
shadow.
him.
I mean, yes, I'll just guidance
Yeah.
whenever you make a roll. So
Which
yeah,
is-
go roll. You can roll.
Which is
again.
great because I want you to give me a perception check now.
So you have advantage.
No, it's
No,
it's a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
That's okay. 28 then.
So as you're walking through the forest, you see something move out of the corner of your eye. It's horizontally very quick and then just disappears. You can tell it was an animal.
Guys, I just saw an animal to our left. It was moving very quick. Keep your eyes peeled. There's something else out here with us.
Was it like a possum?
No idea.
A possum? I think they're cool.
It was much bigger than a
It was a
possum.
trash panda. How big did it look?
About the size of a dog.
About the size of a dog.
So a giant possum.
Maybe.
A very
Alright.
a dire possum.
About the size of a possum. So what? A wolf?
A wolf, but it just plays dead.
About the size of a dog? It's just a wolf. It is a dog.
Okay, you guys continue moving forward, but Corliss, as you guys persevere through this forest, you begin to hear movement. The occasional branch breaking, some rustling in branches, and then you begin to hear barking.
Okay, I've got a finger gun firebolt at the ready.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a Ray of Frost.
And Rorik is
Whoa.
holding his long sword.
Double time.
I go back to back with Lauren, and we've got the Ray of
And we're like
Frost.
rotating in a circle
Yeah,
as we
right.
walk.
So you guys,
It could be anywhere.
so you guys are
I'll keep
flying
an eye out.
saucer, rotating as we go through.
Making sure.
After a few moments, the barking kind of stops, just for maybe a second or two,
I think we're in the clear.
when immediately a dog teleports right in front of you, Corliss.
Hey, yo.
Everybody roll for initiative.
What the?
I know what these are.
I got a nat 20.
Holy schmoly, I got a 9.
I got a
25.
rock.
I got a rock.
Perfection. All right, that does bring us to Lauren up first with Corliss on deck.
All right.
Go pet that dog.
So Lauren is seeing this dog.
This dog that has done nothing.
Is going to move out of a straight line of Scheme and Corliss, but still within, I guess, attack range of the dog. And I'm going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice.
All right, you move about 10 feet up, keeping you just a little ways away from it, but clear shot.
Which, just so everyone knows, because this is the first time I've cast this, A burst of cold energy emanates from you in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a con save. On a failed save, creature takes 3d8 cold damage.
So you're gonna nuke us.
No. It's in a 30-foot cone I got out of your
cool.
range
Gotcha,
on
gotcha,
purpose. And is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until it or another creature within reach uses an action to break the ice. A creature hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0. Successful save, creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered.
Okay, perfect. What type of save and how high
Con
do I have
save.
to-
DC 18.
Okay, perfect. It is gonna fail.
Yo. 3d8. 19 cold damage. And
19.
there's ice, and it has to use an action to break it.
Okay, perfect. So it does take 19 cold damage.
That
Very
is
cool.
my bonus action. I am going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Perfect. Okay, and that is gonna bring us to Corliss.
Okay, I want to make a check rather than attack outright.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want me to make an insight or an animal handling check. I don't know if this thing is malicious or not.
I'll say animal handling.
Okay. It could be more afraid at this point. That is a 24.
Okay. As you examine this dog, the first thing you notice is that it is starving.
Okay. So, it's gonna, it's probably
Some-
wants to attack us. then,
Some
to
poor dog
eat
just showed up from the forest.
I mean, it's not dead.
No, but it just got
ice.
blasted.
Yeah, it just got ice blasted.
us. However, we can probably appease it without conflict. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you have a bonus action?
I would actually like to call out to Lucas. Are you going to allow me to do that as a bonus action?
If you're just calling out to say something, you can do that as a free action.
Okay. Lucas, this dog is clearly starving. You have food from the cellar. Are you able to part with any? We can probably appease it and be on our way.
I could try digging through my bag real quick. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to approach the dog. I'm stepping to the left with my back to a tree.
Okay, perfect. It is at this moment, with Rorik in the back, give me a perception check.
Just Rorik or all of us?
Just Rorik.
Rory boy.
All right. Got a dirty 20.
Awesome. Then you are going to see it. You see this very large dog. Kind of out of the corner of your eye, you turn to your right just a little bit. When you see, give me a nature check.
14.
You recognize this as a displacer beast.
Hey,
I love Displacer Beasts. I put one in every campaign.
So you see this displacer beast come out of the forest and does begin to approach you. It is going to make 2 attacks against you. What is your AC?
20.
Okay, it is going to hit you on the first attack. It does have 2 attacks though, and it's going to crit you on the second one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna chronal shift that as a reaction.
Perfect. Sorry, but that is still a crit.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Rorik, you're going to take 25 damage.
Ah, jeez. Okay.
Honestly, that's pretty weak compared to what Rorik can handle. Displacer Beast, try that again.
Don't do that.
Afterwards, you see it move, leaving a perfect image of itself behind. It is indistinguishable to see which one is the real one.
That's so annoying.
It's at this moment where Corliss, the dog right in front of you, teleports out of its current location.
Oh my gosh.
My ice is useless.
It teleports right in front of Scheme.
Puppy.
It's like a horse to you.
Yeah. My steed. I will tame the beast.
Okay, it is going to take a little bitesy at you. What is your AC, Scheme?
It hit.
Sponge.
I don't know that
You haven't even rolled it hit.
You don't. I don't know. What's your AC, bud?
12.
Well, yeah, it hits.
Shocker.
Okay. With that being said, you are going to take a crispy 7 damage.
Are you down yet?
Just about.
At this moment, you do see 3 more dogs appear.
Oh my gosh.
So a couple of them appeared right in front of Corliss, then one just to the left of Rorik.
Don't worry, guys. I'm safe.
I'm glad you are.
So the first one that appeared is going to come up and take a little snappy snap at Rorik. It is going to miss. The other 2 are going to approach Corliss and take nibbles out of him.
Oh no.
What's your AC, Corliss?
18.
Okay, one of them does hit you. The other one almost crit you,
Oh my
but
gosh.
missed. 3 damage.
All right, all bets are off. These dogs are dead.
Kill them all.
I don't care how
they were
hungry they are.
bad.
Okay, that brings us to Scheme with Rorik on deck.
I'm going to attempt to tame the dog.
How?
My raw charisma and a granola bar.
If anything, the granola bar would make it more hostile to you.
They are starved. I am providing food.
Meat?
Give me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You're in the middle of combat.
Dog, and these are hungry. This is exactly what they want.
It's hungry and it just got froze.
What they probably want is the displacer beast out of there so that they don't need to compete for food.
That's a good. Actually, that might be true.
Do I want a pet displacer beast
Yes.
or a pet blink dog pack?
Or we skin the displacer beast for a cloak of displacement.
Fine then, I guess I'll cast magic.
A leveled spell by chance?
A leveled spell by chance.
Get that wild magic.
Okay, I'm going to cast, for the first time, Melf's Minute, or for the uncultured, Minute, Meteor.
I was like, what?
Melf's Minute Meteor summons 6 meteors around me. I can then use a bonus action to launch 1 or 2 of them on each of my subsequent turns, up to 120 feet, dealing a good bit of damage. So I'm going to cast a leveled spell.
All right. Would you like to roll on the table of wild magic?
Heck yeah! Get that! Let's get some wild magic in here.
I swear if I turn into a potted plant, I quit.
I'd like to roll for the potted plant.
All right, Scheme, roll a D100.
Holy schmoly. I am shaking with anticipation.
Good.
The number is 24.
24. So I just want you to know, I've customized this table myself, and I broke it up into little sections. Really good options, really bad options, funny options, neutral options, and then just like general good and bad. Let's see what 24 gives us.
Oh no.
Very interesting. As soon as Scheme finishes casting this spell, you see the minute meteors begin summoning around him, but his entire demeanor changes.
Scheme's demeanor.
Scheme's demeanor changes. It's not Scheme in charge of his body.
Effing Milo.
Corliss, you're not gonna notice this. You're kind of focused on the 2 dogs right in front of you. But Rorik, you're going to see. Scheme turns around and smiles very wide at you. Devin, would you like to roll to hit good old Rorik with a couple of minute meteors,
No.
please?
Okay. You've convinced me.
That was easy.
So I actually just throw them at them. Whoever's the target has to make a DC 15 dex save.
Yeah, perfect. Give me a DC 15 dex save, bud.
I believe he makes 1 roll.
Yeah, just the one.
Alright, hold on. 10.
Because it's probably just one roll and it's like do. Like in
First meteor deals 10 fire damage. Second meteor deals 7 fire damage.
Sorry, boyo.
How's Rorik feeling right now?
Betrayed.
At this moment, you see Scheme's body kind of erupt into laughter. It's like, I'm back! I'm finally back! When immediately Scheme's body shifts back and Scheme has control once again.
I'm probably like wrestling one of my hands. And I'm like, not your turn. Go away. Well, at least nothing bad happened.
What's happening back there?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. I have 2 dogs.
Rorik, are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry.
Scheme, what are you?
You turned him off Scottish.
Can you don't do the Scottish out to me for a second?
I cast remove curse.
Oh, I'm not Scottish anymore?
All right, Rorik, you are up, and that does leave Lauren on deck.
Alright. I think the first thing that Rorik is going to do is run up to... How far apart from each other are the 2 displacer beasts?
They're standing like right next to each other.
Okay, so they're within 5 feet of each other.
Yes.
Okay. He's going to run up to the one on his right. He's going to attack, or slash at that one first.
Sweet. Roll to hit. You do have disadvantage.
Have disadvantage?
Yes.
It's displacer beast.
It's just the gimmick. So
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
in world, it's the displacer beast has 2.
but it's just giving you disadvantage.
Yeah.
Alright, so with disadvantage, I rolled a 10.
10. Okay, that is going to miss. You do have a second attack though.
Yeah. So I'll do it again. This time, I'm going to be focusing on what I think is image number 2 on the left.
Yeah.
12.
12. That is also going to miss. Gosh. So you come up and it's a wonky little situation to be kind of in. It's not what you're used to and you just kind of whiff both attacks. Let me ask you, did you move forward 5 feet?
I did.
Yeah, so the blink dog behind you is going to take a nibble at you as you approach that displacer beast.
Cool.
It's gonna miss.
By a lot.
That does bring us to Lauren with Corliss on deck.
Okay, so Lauren is going to look at the Displacer Beast and cast as a bonus action James's True Strike to essentially cancel out the disadvantage. Yes?
Okay.
Is that what that would
On
do?
yourself, yeah.
Yes. And then I am going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice again at the 3rd level.
Okay,
At
perfect.
the Displacer Beast.
So why did you cast James's True Strike if I'm going to be doing a saving throw?
I don't know, just forget I did that.
Okay. Okay. What's the spell save
I didn't
DC?
think that. 18.
Okay, it is going to save,
I am
but it still
going-
takes half damage, right?
Yes, but I want it frozen in place. Therefore, I'm going to use Chronal Shift and make it reroll.
Okay. That is a natural 1.
Ooh. Nice.
So it takes 4d8 cold damage.
48 damage.
Whoa.
48? Gosh, 13 damage.
Woo!
Cold damage. Yeah, and its movement is 0 and it's frozen in place.
Okay, perfect. Good to
Oh,
know.
and I'm sorry, bonus action. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Scheme.
Oh, you saint. Casters gotta stick together.
That's
So-
right. I'll cast Sanctuary on Scheme, and I am going to move essentially back up out of the range of all creatures, essentially. So, like 15, 20 feet back. And
Okay.
that's my turn.
You back up a little bit between a couple of trees. You're pretty well out of the way of most of the creatures here. Okay, that does bring us to Corliss with the Displacer Beast on deck.
And beautiful. I have these 2 dogs, and they're within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
And one to my left, one to my right. I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, that's
That's
nice.
the 1st level. So I have my Spiritual Weapon that's floating in front of me. I can move it around on each of my turns, and I can also use it to attack as a bonus action.
Okay, where do you summon it at?
I'm going to summon it between the 2 of them. And I'm going to swing at the dog on my left.
What is your spiritual weapon?
It is a great axe at this moment. Swing for 16.
That hits.
Yes!
Nice.
Let's see that damage.
That axe is great.
That's gonna be 11 damage.
11
That's
damage
a
to the one on your
big-
left.
Yes.
Okay,
Big
perfect.
hit for a big chunk.
Bonus. Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my long sword, and I'm going to swing at the dog on my right.
Very good.
Ooh, that's gonna be 9.
That's gonna miss, my friend.
I skewer that tree that's
Nice,
not
nice,
there.
nice.
Probably just skewer the ground.
Okay, that does bring us to the Displacer Beast. And since it's kind of frozen in place,
Sucker.
it would normally take an action to, get out of there, but there's a guy within range. So he's gonna take a wonkify a couple times here at good old Rorik, who is straight up not having a good time.
Has Lucas gone yet?
Lucas is not. He's rummaging through his bag.
Oh, yeah, he's looking for food. I told him to look for food.
we haven't told him.
He's
like
he is
oblivious.
rummaging.
He better have a scroll of kill displacer in there.
Okay, so good old Rorik, your AC is 20. That is a miss. That is a hit. He is going to take 6 damage. That is going to bring us to our Blink Doggy Dogs real quick.
Those blinky boys.
Blinky boys!
I'd like to speak to whoever
Okay.
let these guys out.
So this first one is going to make a wisdom saving throw to see if he can even attack Scheme. What is your DC?
Scheme.
No, Lauren.
For the sanctuary.
Oh, DC is 18.
Yeah, so natural 20 works.
That works, unfortunately.
Actually, just barely doesn't. Nice try, though.
Dang.
Yeah.
Freaking Lauren.
Maybe try again with somebody else.
I am rolling really good tonight.
So that rolled to be able to hit me, not
Yes.
necessarily
Not that he will.
Okay.
What is your AC Scheme?
2.
Ah, dang. Should I even roll?
Is it really
You
2?
don't need, no, it's 12.
Okay.
Really?
That's a natural 1, bud.
What is this?
I went from a nat 20 to a natural 1.
The dice given, the dice take.
Hey. Oh. Because Sanctuary only dispels if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell, or deals damage to another creature.
Yeah, so he still has Sanctuary.
So it's not Sanctuary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm about to attack.
Because you didn't take damage.
Yeah.
So he's fine.
Okay, good.
Unfortunately, we have 2 more blink dogs.
Indeed we do.
Or 3 more.
3 more.
3 more.
Okay, Corliss, I'm gonna make a couple of attacks against you here, bud.
Don't
You
lose.
will try.
What's your AC again?
It is 18.
18. Okay, that is a miss.
Yes.
That is a hit.
No.
You take 6 damage.
No, that's double last time.
How you looking?
I'm looking pretty good.
At this point, it's gonna get exponentially worse.
Yeah, it will be really
Just keeps
bad.
doubling. Eventually, you're taking millions of damage.
All right. This last blink dog is going to approach Rorik, and it's gonna take a little nibble at you. What's your AC? 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is a miss.
Nice.
Okay, that does bring us to scheme.
Holy schmoly, it's scheme time.
And Rourke is on deck.
Okay. The displacer beast is still frozen. Yes?
Yes, it is locked in place.
Does that mean it automatically fails deck saves?
I'd say yes.
Okay, I'm going to launch a couple of minute meteors at it.
It fails the save, so go ahead and roll that damage.
First one deals 9, second one deals 8, so a grand total of 17 damage. These meteors are putting in the work.
Seriously.
That's a bonus action too.
That was a bonus.
That's pretty good. You're gonna cast a
bro.
leveled spell?
Look, I already paid my dues. My wild magic already surged, but I will go ahead and cast Scorching Ray. Ooh. How are the dogs looking?
So the one that first got hit by Lauren at the very beginning has been on the edge of death since the very beginning.
Okay, so one of the rays is going to go to him.
Okay.
Are any of the other dogs looking?
One other one has taken damage and it is looking bloody.
I'm going to send 2 of them after the bloodied one of them after a full health one.
Okay.
First roll was a measly 12.
That misses.
Second is going to be an additional 12.
That misses.
Last one is going to go a 13.
Hey, that hits.
Oh,
You're one off.
You guys have been just under the
That
AC this
sucks.
entire time.
That's
Okay.
too funny.
the one that hit dealt 6 damage.
Okay. And that was to the full health one?
Yeah, that was to the healthy one.
Healthy boy.
I have to roll for Wild Magic Surge, but I have to get a 1.
That one.
Oh!
He got a nat one.
I got a nat one!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my day is looking up.
My stupid rolls!
Roll a D100.
I have
Roll a
not
D100.
rolled-
It's because I'm taking all the luck today, man.
No kidding,
Yeah,
right?
it seems like it.
Fat dookies. 36.
36.
Is this gonna be another Milo's special?
Let's
Piss
find
off,
out.
Oh no.
Is it actually?
No.
Don't get that laugh going.
Oh no!
He's gonna turn you into a potted plant. The day has arrived. Oh no.
Oh no!
The reason why you just whiffed all those attacks is because suddenly the world around you goes dark and silent. You are blind and deafened for the next minute.
Oh my gosh! Wait, is there a save or anything?
No, it
Nope.
just happens.
No, like at subsequent turns or anything?
For the next minute.
That's 10 more
Holy
turns.
crap!
Where's Wither? I want to reclass. I'm done with Wild Magic, man.
Oh my
I was like, wow, we're gonna have a lot of fun, crazy gimmicks with Wild Magic. No, it's all sucked. What have I done so far? I've dispelled magic, I blasted my teammate, and I blinded myself. I can't see.
Rourke is next.
Somehow my magic has blinded me.
That's
You
oddly
can't even
specific.
hear. You can't even hear your voice.
I can't even hear my voice.
I'm mute.
Who's on deck?
Lucas is.
Oh, he's gonna go actually.
What was that? I can't. You all sound like Charlie Brown characters. Mom?
Okay, Rourke, you're up.
All right, Rorik, feeling very frustrated at the fact that he's just gotten whammied for the last like 10 seconds. He's going to attack the Displacer Beast twice.
Ooh, very good.
And you said that the
Just cancel
the
it.
advantage I would get would cancel out the disadvantage. All right.
So it's just normal.
Please hit.
First attack is a 10.
That misses.
Second attack is a 24.
That hits!
Yay!
Finally, we
What's
heard
the opposite of a womp?
I hit him for 5.
Nice.
But I'm going to use my Rune of Fire Giant, which, in addition, when I hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, I can invoke the rune to summon Fiery Shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6, and it must succeed on a Strength saving throw of DC 13, or be restrained for 1 minute, taking an additional 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a class feature for Rune Knight fighters.
So I have to make a strength saving throw. What is the DC? 13?
Yes.
Okay. He is going to succeed on that, but he still takes that 2d6 fire damage,
Yes. Takes an additional 8 damage.
right? Okay. It's at this moment, Corliss, you hear Lucas call out, I found some peaches!
Lucas, no!
You asked for food!
Throw it into the woods!
You what?
Yeah, see the dogs chase it!
He just
Fastballs it.
just football tosses that thing into the woods. You hear it crash against a tree, and there's no reaction from the dogs. And he says, was that really a good plan?
Oh, probably should have thought for yourself. I don't know.
Okay. He pulls out a scroll and he just casts And he casts Magic Missile. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, Magic Missile is gonna summon 3 darts of force. They automatically hit, don't need to roll to hit, so they just bonk, bonk, bonk. They're all gonna target Rorik.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Just wanted
This
to
guy.
ruin Rorik's day real quick.
Put him out of his misery.
Okay, they're each going to take.
Rorik welcomes the stew.
Each dart is gonna do just a little 4 damage, but that is going to be enough to kill the one in front of Scheme, and then the other 2 are going to bonkify this other one that Corliss hit.
Nice.
Okay, that
that's
one
it.
is teetering on death himself.
Get wrecked, doggy boy.
Should have thought about that before being hungry.
Okay, that brings us to Lauren with Corliss on deck.
So I'm going to Vortex Warp Rorik behind me. I would recommend you just fail the save.
Rorik just goes limp.
Welcomes the vortex.
Welcome the Vortex. So I'll cast him. I don't want to put him too
Cast
far
him
behind
aside.
me, but definitely out of harm's way.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Scheme again.
Oh, you saint.
Wait.
Oh,
Again.
I take it back.
No, I am. I didn't
take
think
it
I had
back.
spell slots, but
I
I did.
take back my taking it back. that
You're welcome, my friend.
was the most confused
Oh,
thank
except
you.
that sounded like.
It was
Yeah,
Bane.
you heard nothing.
It was,
You're just like, I feel safe. Okay, that does bring us to Corliss with the Displacer Beast on deck.
I want to attack. I'm going to longsword the dog on the right.
The weak one.
Yep. That's a natural 20.
Ooh! Don't even roll for damage.
Crit,
He
baby.
is dead.
I decapitate that sucker.
How do you want to finish it?
I decapitate that
His
sucker.
tater is decapitated.
Body drops.
And in so doing, he gets skinned instantaneously, and I get it.
you got a nat 20.
You get it.
Yes!
So now you have
Dog
a
skin.
blink dog pelt
Yes.
in your bag.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I needed a new bedroll.
The momentum.
Skins it perfectly, turns it into a brand new bedroll.
It's rolled up.
Yeah, it's rolled up. It's already in my bag. Unfortunately, tonight when I go to sleep on it, I'll be laying on it and it'll just disappear. But, and then for my bonus action, I will use my spiritual weapon and I will swing at the dog that is on my left.
Okay, perfect. Roll to hit.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Yes! That is 8 damage.
Very good. That is going to bring us to the Displacer Beast.
James, that thing happens that I can do.
Okay, perfect.
That's, I hate that.
I'll let James explain it.
As soon as you see Corliss drop the body of this dog, you reach out and you grab the gear of time in front of you as everything stops moving instantaneously. You may take a turn.
This is ridiculous.
So Lauren casts Magic Missile at the 3rd level on the Displacer Beast.
That's a big boy missile.
All right, perfect. Roll 1d4.
They each do 4.
Okay, did you roll 4? Because it's
I rolled 3 plus 1.
Okay, 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They each do 4.
How many darts is that?
5 total.
5? Okay, so 5 times 4.
20.
20 damage. So time resumes. Everybody just instantaneously, you just see bruises appear on the Displacer Beast. Comes out of seemingly nowhere. You do hear the crackling echo of magic having been cast, but you have no idea where from.
What in the heck just happened, guys? There's another thing out here.
Don't worry, everyone. That was me.
Who said that?
I'm literally looking at you.
The only person who has no idea what just happened is Ski.
Who's there? I'm alone.
Okay, that is going to bring us to the Displacer Beast, who's going to take an action to free himself at long last, and then is going to move up next to Scheme. That is his turn, though. That brings us to the Blink Dogs. They are going to teleport next to Lauren. What is your AC, bud?
15.
That is a hit. That is a hit.
Guess shield.
Okay. On the second one?
The first one.
Okay, perfect. That is going to defend you then. That is going to then bring us to good old Schemy Boy. There was a dog right in front of you before you went blind.
I must assume that the dog is still next to me.
Just swing in a big circle.
I'm going to cast my. So I'm blinded.
And
I'm
deafened.
deafened. I have 2 more meteors. Am I able to launch them at Displacy?
Where it was, yes.
I mean, surely I feel some sort of presence next to me.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Well, that's a 6 plus 5. That's, the trend continues. That's 8 plus 5.
Okay.
So that's 11.
Yeah, you feel it feels like it's a little warmer around you, but you can't really tell what's causing it.
Can I launch so I've got 2 more minute meteors. Can I launch one in each direction? So one in front of me where the blink dog was, one behind me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, solid. So if I launch one behind me, that would potentially hit the Displacer Beast?
Potentially. He still gets that deck save. I'm
Yep.
going to give him advantage. He actually already has advantage. So I'm just going to roll with advantage, see what happens.
Okay, it's a DC 15.
Yeah, he's going to save.
Okay, let me double check real quick if he takes half damage. Half as much on a successful one. Okay, so he's going to take 4 damage.
4 damage.
That is the last of my miniature meteors. And then with my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Blur on myself.
awesome.
Smart.
You blurify yourself.
Cool. So while blurred, it's essentially the same thing that the Displacer Beast is doing. Until up to a minute, or until my concentration is broken, any attacks against me have disadvantage.
And roll a d20, bud.
Look,
Natural one,
statistically,
natural one, natural one,
statistically,
natural one.
shouldn't happen. 3.
Okay, that does bring us to Rorik with Lucas on deck.
So I see that the 2 blink dogs are right in front of Lauren, who's right in front of me. I'm going to pop my second wind as a bonus action.
Does that give you just HP?
Yeah, it's 1d10 plus 5. I regain 12 hit points.
Hey, not bad.
So now I'm back up to 23 HP, and then I'm going to run in and take the attack action. So I'm going to run ahead of Lauren and attack the blink dog that is going to be on Lauren's left.
Yeah, perfect.
So my first attack is a nat 20.
Oh, crit, baby, crit, crit, crit. Max damage doubled.
So that's going to be 22 points of damage.
Awesome.
Hot dog.
You
Double?
one-shot this thing.
Hey, nice.
Are you gonna get a pelt too?
I find this dog dropping and it is skinless.
You didn't even do that. That just happened.
Yeah, it's like it's like in Minecraft when you just like kill something.
And
It's
it
like
just poofs into a skin.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I have my second attack,
Yep.
so I'm going to use that to try and finish off the
Kill
other
the other
one
one.
that's in front of Lauren.
Roll to
On
hit.
his right. The second one is another nat 20.
Oh, let's go!
It's dead.
Yep. All right, so now I have 2 pelts in my bag.
Nice, nice,
That's
nice.
a bounce back if I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
honestly.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Kills
It's
yourself.
that, and Rorik is just like, all right, that's for freaking ganging up on me and my friends.
He's mumbling in Scottish and choking himself.
Okay.
Imagine.
Lucas is going to creep on up next to Scheme.
Emphasis on creep.
Yeah, like he's sneaking. Scheme hears nothing. Nobody else hears anything. But Scheme suddenly light comes back into your eyes as he casts remove blindness from you. You still can't hear anything, but you can at least see.
You're just dead.
Like a newborn. fresh into the world.
And then he's gonna cast Healing Word on you, bud.
I'm only missing like 7.
You're gonna regain 11 hit points.
I'm better. I can't hear myself, but thanks.
You just see a thumbs up.
I hear a thumbs up.
You say that audibly.
Yeah.
It's the Hulk to Ant-Man giving it the taco.
Okay, that brings us to Lauren.
All right, I'm gonna cast James's Truest True Strike on the Displacer Beast for my bonus action. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna run up to it, and I'm gonna do a little stabby stab on him.
Yeah, Displacer Beast is weak. Send in the wizard.
You do not have advantage, you just have normal.
Regular attack. Hot dog. That's an 11.
That misses.
Okay.
But boy, did you try.
I did.
Ah.
I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna retreat back behind Rorik.
That is a natural 20, friend.
Okay, shield.
Shield doesn't count, doesn't work. It's a nat 20.
That's okay.
Okay, you are gonna take 20 damage.
That's fine.
Jeez. That's fine.
That's okay. I'm
How far back do you move?
behind Rorik.
Help me.
Runs up, shanks,
need to-
misses, runs away.
On the way back, just gets absolutely obliterated.
Hides behind the child.
Literally up to my kneecaps almost.
Do you crouch?
Not really. I'm just kind of. I can't crouch. Even if I crouch, you're still up to my neck.
Okay, that does bring us to the Displacer Beast. Is not a fan of Lauren. Wants to eat him. The Displacer Beast is going to move outside of both Lucas's and Scheme's area of influence. They do both get an attack of
I'm
opportunity.
gonna hit this guy. I rolled over a 10. 16.
That hits!
Yes! Second attack. 15.
Hey,
Goes up
that
to a
still
10.
hits!
Okay, so 16 hits. Wow, I did it.
Score.
I did the thing.
Nice.
And it takes a whole max damage. 6.
6 whole damage. Okay. Lucas did get a sick little slicey slice with his dagger
yeah,
as
too, that's
well.
nice.
Or actually his rapier, my bad. And you do see, as soon as Lucas's rapier makes contact with the Displacer Beast, it begins to slow down immediately.
Ooh, I hate the slow spell when used against me.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you got slowed? It cast
No. Displacer Beast.
So the Displacer Beast has finally moved out of both Lucas's and Scheme's area of influence because it is hunting down good old Lauren here. It is going to make some attacks on you. Your
for
AC is 15.
Yep.
Okay. And second one. Okay, that is going to be a 22 to hit on the second attack. First one missed.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for some damage? Okay, that's going to be 8 damage, friend.
A measly 8 damage.
Measly 8
Practically nothing compared to a warrior like yourself.
It's Corliss's turn.
All right. Okay, I'm going to move up to catch up to the Displacer Beast, and I'm going to be behind it. So I want to attack it as it's trying to get to Lauren.
With the nature of the Displacer Beast facing Lauren and Rorik, does that mean that Corliss behind it is now flanking him?
Yes. So he does have advantage, and because it's slowed, it has a -2 to its
Yeah,
AC.
it's just a normal attack. Has -2 to its AC.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. So I am going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Brutal,
Oh yeah. I make a melee spell attack against a creature I can reach on a hit. The target takes 3d10 necrotic damage. So we're going to cast that at the first level. And it's a nat one.
Oh, that sucks.
That's so sad.
But I'm going to move my spiritual weapon also with me. It can move 20 feet. Is it going to reach it, James?
I'd say it has disadvantage because it's going to be a little slid in between the tree and yourself.
That's fair. Okay, then let's swing with the spiritual weapon.
Kill it.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, nice.
All right, and here goes the damage. 6.
Woo! That kills it.
Oh, nice.
It had 4 hit points left.
Yeah, you did it.
I chop off those last 2 tails, and I wield them as trophies.
So, as you guys finally slay this final beast, you do see something interesting happen. The Displacer Beast form does begin to almost sizzle and fade ever so slightly. As you kind of look inside of it, you do see that there is a branch inside of it.
Ooh, I'm going to step away from the Displacer Beast.
Okay. You take a step back. The Displacer Beast kind of like pulsates in and out of existence for a brief moment until finally it disappears, leaving only this leftover branch.
I'll go check out the branch.
All right. You approach the branch. It looks like it's a pretty straight branch. There's a small little twist at its base as it slowly gets wider up to the top.
Does it look like a wand or a club?
It looks more like a quarterstaff.
I'll pick it up.
So you pick up this branch, it feels like it's about to disappear at any moment. Like almost like even though you're holding on to it, it feels like it might just vanish out of your hand.
I don't even know what aside from holding on tighter. I mean, can I examine it?
You can.
See if it has
You can give
any-
me an Arcana check.
4 total.
I mean, this is a stick, bro.
Scheme, give it here.
Okay.
Hurry.
I give it to Lauren.
I Arcana check it. That is a 25.
Okay, this is clearly a magical stick.
Okay.
It's from this quote flickering forest. It's probably been soaking in this magic for who knows how long.
I'm gonna cast Identify.
Yeah? Are you gonna take 10 minutes to cast it?
No, I'm just gonna cast it
Okay.
instantly.
You cast it, and it identifies itself as a Blink Branch staff. Essentially, with this staff, you can cast Blink once per long rest without consuming a spell slot, and you gain a +2 to all dex saves.
Is it doing anything? Like, could I keep it?
If you were to attune to it, you'd probably be able to summon and unsummon it as a bonus action.
Well, I at least want one of us to keep it, so I'm just gonna hang on to it.
You do know that in order to attune to it, you'd have to be a spellcaster.
So, one of us three except Rorik.
Suck it, Rorik.
Sorry.
Sorry, Rorik.
But like me holding on to it, it's not gonna blink out of existence.
No. As long as you're holding onto it, you're good. But if you ever put it down or let go of it, it
If
may
you're
just
not attuned to it.
vanish away. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you attune to it, you should be good.
All right, gents. I will hang on to it, and we can figure out who really needs it once we get to a safe place.
I mean, Scheme did grab it first. I think he ought to
Right.
hold on to it.
Scheme, do you want to carry this?
If you're feeling it, you can have it.
I mean, how big is this stick?
I'm not too worried about sizes
Okay.
for like races and
Okay.
things like that. It'll be whatever size it needs to be.
Unless you want to carry it.
I'll
It's a
take-
big-
I'll take
It's a
it.
big
Boom,
boy.
boom.
bam,
Whoever-
stick obtained.
Whoever Blink would help out the most should hang on to it.
I'm sure any of us can take value, but I'll hold on to it for now.
Yep.
Shall we continue traversing?
You continue traversing through this forest. Corliss, are you still in the lead?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Give me one more dexterity saving throw just to kind of guide yourself through this.
Do I still have guidance?
Sure.
Don't need it, nat 20.
Oh,
That's number
another
3.
one.
You have mastered walking through the flickering forest.
Oh, yeah.
No problemo here, my friend. You see a tree appearing out of the way. You see another one disappearing. Awesome. Everybody else behind you, confused as heck, but you know what's happening.
Yeah. Dragon's Cavalry. I know these Emerald Plains.
Yeah.
Not really, but I want to.
But basically, because of that, you're able to navigate through the forest a lot easier and a lot quicker. It does take you the full day to get through here. Night is falling.
Oh, dear.
As you finally kind of make it out and you see maybe 100 feet out ahead, you can finally see the exit of the forest and then the green hill on the other side.
I just would like to say I have no spell slots. So
think-
at the very least, I need a short rest.
Yeah.
And we are in a point where we can confidently observe the forest. We could potentially
should
take a
be-
long rest.
I can observe it because I don't have to sleep. So I can just keep watch on it. And as long as I rest, then I'm good.
Solid. Let's do it.
Okay, you guys kind of buckle on down, but a few things have happened today that are a little intriguing if you think about it. Scheme completely shifted his alignment mid-battle against his teammates. And Lauren is doing something wonky, casting magic that you guys can't even see happening. Something is going on and you guys are keeping secrets.
Yeah. I pull a knife to Lauren's throat.
Whoa! He's not even the one that attacked the teammate. He just like
That was me, guys. Don't worry about it.
he just moved from one place to another.
What's going on? No, I clearly don't do that.
Whoa! That escalated quickly.
To be fair, I will say this. Corliss had his back turned to everything that actually took place with that, because he had 2 blink dogs directly in front of him.
Yeah.
I did not witness Scheme attack Rorik, and I also did not see any damage befall the
Displacer.
Displacer Beast. Yeah. So when I killed it, I'm probably like, wow, that thing was a piece of cake. It was so easy.
Rorik, are you happy about what happened?
Yeah. How do you feel?
Rorik does not know what to think because in that moment when he saw Scheme looked completely foreign to him. He's confused, kind of apprehensive to approach Scheme. Because, like, you know, them being essentially the same height up to this point, he thought, that's somebody I can relate to.
That's my guy.
He's the only person that I feel comfortable with. Yeah, Rorik is gonna very slowly, with Conrad in hand.
Like a barrier.
Yeah, not really like
Protect me.
not like a weapon or anything. Like he's holding him as if he's like holding a cat or something. I don't know.
The villain in a movie petting the cat.
Petting the
Ah! Yes, but in a not villainous way.
Mr. Bond.
Welcome, Mr.
Yes, yes. I walk up and
As soon as you approach him stroking this turtle, it just vomits.
All of your arm.
look, there's got to be some kind of icebreaker. I think this is as good as any.
Not a bad idea.
That thing needs to see a vet, man.
Hey, I think you're.
I just keep shoving the cheese.
Just plug the hole, man. Just plug the hole.
Stomach's empty. Better put more cheese in there. Poor guys.
So Rorik is going to approach Scheme with Conrad in hand. He's just gonna look at him and be like, Scheme, I couldn't help but notice that you kind of attacked me in the middle of battle earlier.
Oh yeah. Hey, sorry about that. That was. You saw the dog next to you. Maybe there was a dog next to you. Just went for it.
You decided to attack me.
Oops.
I thought that we were becoming friends. Did I do something to offend?
No, Rorik. You didn't do anything wrong. That I don't talk about it a lot. I've kind of got a condition. I'm not really experienced when it comes to magic. I'm kind of new to it, and I've got some side effects at the moment that will sometimes hinder and sometimes help.
Has never once helped.
Never once helped. Maybe off screen. Yeah, and they come out sometimes in dire situations.
Yeah, I've noticed that your magic is a little finicky when it comes to assisting the party. I think there have been a couple of times now that something wonky is going on.
I got a stick. If I give you a stick, will that make things right between us?
I mean, we were in the same conversation. That wouldn't do me any good. However, all that being said, I did notice that you looked very different when you were attacking me. It looked like you were somebody else.
You looked very maniacal.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
What'd you put in your
when
pocket
did you
there?
guys get in this conversation?
Yeah, we're let's stay out of this. They're having a moment.
No, it's fine. You guys can
I
stay.
figured I'll just be like,
I should probably put it out there sooner rather than later. Part of me gaining my magic involved one of my old buddies unfortunately dying. I grew up back down in the Tomb Desert.
Yeah.
I was part of a group of desert wandering nomads. We looked for artifacts like this one, and I pull out the compass and show it off from an ancient civilization. Me and one of my old friends, his name was Milo. He was the sorcerer. I was Normie. While going out, we were following the compass, or what we thought the compass was leading us to, and we ended up getting caught out in the anti-magic storm. And during that storm, Milo ended up dying, but I guess he wasn't entirely done being alive, so something ended up happening. I don't know all the details behind it, but we kind of share a body sometimes.
what?
Perks, I get.
Is this some sort of like hunting kind of scenario where you're like the vessel of somebody else's unfinished business?
His unfinished business at this point is kind of just messing with me because he blames me for leaving us out there, which, to be fair, I kind of did.
That's
Ooh.
tough.
And so right now his goal is pretty much just to make me suffer a bit because of that. And so my magic, when he was alive and he was a sorcerer, he was great. He was, cast all sorts of magic, didn't have any sorts of issues. And he's given the power to me, but, he kind of comes out whenever he can and does whatever he wants for a bit. So that's the skeleton in my closet, or the ghost in my body.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's difficult to hear.
I mean, it's understandable. I'm in your guys' party. You guys are capable people, but this is another potential threat at your backs. A knife at your throat or a miniature meteor thrown at you.
Scheme. We all have our fair share of secrets, things that we're not proud of that we've done in our pasts. I'm sure that we can still help one another, and you are still a valued member of this group. You're not alone in regrets and mistakes that we've all done. None of us are perfect.
Indeed.
I appreciate that. That's kind of one of the reasons why I try to, be sassy and push people away when I can. Mainly because I like doing that, but partially, subconsciously, maybe some part of me also wants to not hurt people.
So you push them away as to not risk hurting them.
Mainly to get a reaction, but also partly to not hurt them.
That's very big
That's-
of you, Scheme. Very big.
Yes, much larger than your actual physical body.
Yes.
This is becoming like a little backhanded. This was a good conversation.
It was.
Yeah. I love the small talk, but this is very
Okay, we're backpedaling.
There, and I pat Scheme on the head.
This is very condescending. I'm gonna go to bed because I'd like to end on a good note.
Why did it become so demeaning about short people?
Yeah, what the heck?
Hey, you keep your voice down. Conrad can probably hear you.
Conrad's trying to sleep right now.
Oh my.
Conrad's having a seizure. I'm just picturing this cut to the turtle on the ground. Just
Wait, okay, I'm sorry. I just pictured Conrad with most all of his limbs and his head being like retracted into his shell with like maybe one limb twitching, and then maybe like his tail is twitching.
Oh my goodness. But Scheme, thank you for sharing that with us.
But he doesn't anything about Conrad.
I'm sure he's fine.
It's not our responsibility. The gnome's the one that he loves, apparently.
Rorik is gonna run over and check on Conrad.
He's just choking on cheese. That's okay.
Is he just like sitting in a pool of cheese vomit?
As soon as you approach Conrad just kind of like stops and like sits up and is like, I'm good.
Oh my god. Conrad is just gonna stop, turn, and start walking back towards Scheme.
And Conrad just kind of
Leaving
like
Conrad.
falls on his side.
Leaving Conrad and just slowly saying to himself, I don't know what is going on with
I love this
Conrad.
turtle.
I am so confused as to how to help him.
Scheme. You're awfully quiet, Scheme.
Yeah, I just haven't told anybody that. Also, I've never seen a turtle seizure. It's really a night of highs and lows.
I don't think any of us have seen one. That
This
was
happens
something.
a few times a month.
Oh, it's a regular occurrence. Okay.
He's trying to eat the grass. Stop it. That can't be good for him.
It's the first grain he's ever eaten.
Doesn't he just eat cheese? Why are you letting him eat the grass?
He does. He does eat grass as well. Like that's.
That's probably why he's throwing up so much. He's eating grass. Like a dog.
No, it's probably because he's stressed out or something. I mean, we've been through some stressful experiences.
Here, let me take that away from him. Have more cheese.
Scheme feeds him a piece of cheese.
We all bond over trying to help the turtle by secretly poisoning it more.
James is done.
All right, I'm gonna go try and find some berries for this turtle. I'm sure. Is there anything? Are there any bushes or anything around?
I don't know. Make a perception check.
Yeah,
I'll DM for you. James is currently on the floor.
He's incapacitated.
Lucas comes over, he's like, I got some peaches.
Oh, that's probably good. Yeah,
Actually, peaches go well with cheese.
Do they?
That's what I've been told.
Tell me how it is. I've never eaten.
Hey, Conrad. Hey, Conrad, you should try these together.
Turtle.
Yes. Yes.
I can't, my freaking sides. Just for the record, turtles having seizures is not funny.
Conrad having a seizure is.
seizure is. Cheese-induced seizure.
So stupid.
Okay.
I don't know where we left off.
We got turtle seizure. You shared a moment, which was very touching. And then we check out this turtle, and then we go back to you.
Yeah, that's about it. Next time we can talk about one of your guys' problems, huh?
Sure.
I don't know about that.
Listen here, bucko. If I can talk about dead Milo, then you can talk about, I don't know, your like amnesia or whatever people have.
Yeah, my battalion has been completely destroyed. Remember the graves that we walked past in the plains upon passing the wall?
Yeah?
That is my burden.
Oof.
We're doing this for them.
Indeed, for those we've lost.
Rorschach, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I too have lost people, and I'm trying to find peace elsewhere. Maybe that's why I have such an attachment to Conrad.
Yeah.
I was referring to like when I shot you with a meteor.
Oh, that. Yeah, you didn't seem yourself, so I think your explanation really made sense. It does help me regain a little bit of the trust that I lost.
Well, I mean, hopefully this helps a bit if something like this happens again in the future.
Well, no, it's not you.
Yeah. Unless it's something good that happens, then it is me.
Is it though?
All right.
No. It's Milo.
Okay.
Moving on. The sun sets. You guys don't have a campfire this night since nobody really wants to risk pulling out flickering forest branches for it. Who knows what could happen. As the sun finally sets, good old Lauren is keeping watch as the moon finally touches down on the party. Our loyal cleric hears the voice of his goddess. Corliss, you hear a single command. Kill him. Kill Lucas. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, as this is a direct command from your goddess.
Oh dear. Alright, well there goes number 1. There goes number 2. So we're gonna go with that's 13.
13 is not sufficient. How would you kill a man who is asleep?
Given the spells that I have, I would likely approach and cast Inflict Wounds
All right.
around the neck.
So, you approach Lucas and you place your hand on his neck, about to cast Inflict Wounds. I want good old Lauren to give me a perception check to notice, because you're watching the forest. I want to make sure you notice your friends here. I'm going to set the DC at 15.
Okay. 11.
Unfortunately, you do not notice the interaction. You're too focused on kind of keeping watch and resting yourself. He's asleep here. It's going to be a crit.
Oh
It's
dear.
going to take the maximum damage. What is the maximum damage from your spell?
30.
You place your hands around Lucas's neck and you see wounds just ripple through his neck. Blood splatters across the grass. Lucas, by all intents and purposes, should be dead. But as soon as these wounds erupt across him, you see them immediately begin to seal closed as he kind of rolls away and kind of like backs up from you, eyes wide, very confused. And he's like, "That's not supposed to be happening." And he takes off across the hill.
Lucas, wait!
He's long gone.
Did he leave his bag?
He did not.
Yes.
Did he leave his bedroll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody notice?
As soon as that happens, Lauren does notice.
And I'm assuming that the sound would stir the rest of
Yes.
us as well.
It does stir everyone pretty well awake. Lauren is going to be the first person to really interact. As soon as Lucas kind of runs off, you do regain senses of yourself.
Corliss, what did you do that for?
Are you possessed by a ghost?
He
What
just
just happened?
attacked Lucas.
Why? What did Lucas do?
My hand's like covered in blood.
Yes.
I attempted to kill Lucas.
Why?
I was commanded to
By who?
by my goddess Celine. Commanded me to kill him. I don't know why.
I'm gonna inside check to make sure he's not lying.
And I'm looking at my hands in horror.
Yeah, that's a 20. Do we have 20?
He is visibly shaken, eyes wide, staring at his hands. This was not his intention.
My friend. It's okay.
I don't know. I was given these powers, but I don't know why they would be used to kill a man in his sleep. I am no assassin.
Has she commanded you to do things like this before?
Never. This is the one singular time that I have ever even been commanded directly by her to perform an immediate action.
Perhaps this is yet another effect of the Emerald Plains. This may have been just something here affecting our minds.
Who wants to give me a history check?
Rorik will do a history check. Got an 8.
Ooh.
15?
Lauren thinks back over what is known about the Emerald Plains. Yes, the Emerald Plains does mess with time and reality, and sometimes it does have effects that may cause people to have some mental issues, but there is nothing in the Emerald Plains that alludes to the idea that it could affect one's mind directly, let alone their deity.
This is legitimately a direct communication from his goddess.
I know a command from her, and this was her. I don't know if you are safe with me. I don't know if I'm safe to be with you.
I mean, this just seems like kind of like a load of crap, though. Like we've been with you for like a while at this point. We know that you're a good guy. Your powers are all, beneficial to this point. Your goddess has saved me that one time, and that was like cool of her and all. But it's like she doesn't make her intentions known. She doesn't like show herself and tell us what's up. She just straight up tries to murk the dude.
I still am suspicious that this is some other entity. Like I don't think that this is your goddess because she's been benevolent to you so far. You seem obviously conflicted about all this.
She is benevolent, and you are right, Scheme. She did save you. And nothing has happened to the three of you. We haven't known Lucas that long. Why would it be directed to him? I do not know.
Along those lines, what do we really know about him?
We showed up at his house. He helped us out, got us out of that snow. He provided some information, helped us with a peach jar in that one fight that time. I don't know. He seemed like he was a solid guy.
He did, but who are we to question gods?
I don't know. They're not here. They're not the ones trudging through steamy snow or getting bit by big cats. That's us, right? Like I'm all for like deities helping out in their own ways, but they're not. It's not fair for us to just have to blindly follow, right? Like we're the ones out here suffering.
I will say this though, and this does worry me. I put all my power into that spell to kill Lucas, and I watched as gashes opened up around his neck. You see the blood everywhere, and it didn't do anything to him.
When we were running through the steam, he was taking damage. I was taking damage. We both should have been dead, and yet he walked it off.
I watched Lucas get attacked, and nothing happened. The wounds ruptured and were instantly sealed.
I mean, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's malicious, right? Like
No.
we all have our gimmicks.
But it's
What I'm-
suspicious, of
what I'm-
course.
What I'm getting at is, I think he is much more powerful than he lets on.
That's what I agree.
He even stated that money is of no consequence to him. This might sound crazy, but he could be a god. Maybe he has quarrel with my deity. I do not know.
And I get this. I don't think we should blindly side with somebody who's forcibly taking over your free will to progress their own agenda unless we know the full story, right? Lucas, what we do know is Lucas helped us out. Lucas was good from what we saw. She took your body, forced you to do something against your will to forward some plan.
Scheme, I would caution your words. She did save your life.
I get that, but until we know why and like what her goals are, I can't dedicate my life. I'm not gonna pick a side just yet.
And I'm not going to force you. I have a difficult time communicating with her, but I think this is something I need clarity on. And I do want to do that. I want to try to speak with Celine.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can shoot up a prayer real quick.
I'll walk away.
Yeah. You kind of send up your prayer up to your deity. And how do you ask your question?
Why?
I seek vengeance upon the Moon Piercer.
Lucas destroyed the moon?
Maybe not here, but he will.
He's a good man. He hasn't. Maybe things can change.
He has shattered my domain.
Is that set in stone? Can we not?
Look to
We're
the
in-
sky and find out.
No.
As you look up, you see the hole pierced through the moon. Think back. The entire time you've been in the Emerald Plains, the moon has been pierced. Lucas is from a different time. You've been in completely different areas. Watch the compass point you in different sections and locations. You could be anywhere on this entire peninsula of the continent, and yet the moon remains pierced.
So there's nothing we can do that would stop him. If that is what you command, then I will obey.
You feel a subtle warmth in your heart. She accepts your resolve.
It's probably where the prayer ends.
Mhm.
I'm going to rejoin with the party. Not many times have I been able to speak with Celine, but she did communicate with me very clearly. And she states that Lucas is the one that destroyed her domain. And he shattered the moon.
That was Lucas?
Yes.
Maybe not the Lucas you saw here.
He may not have done it yet.
But he will do it.
He mentioned that he was surprised that we didn't know him from history, that we didn't know his name. Given that we are from a different time period than he is, it's possible that he himself has already done it.
Think about it. Someone that has pierced the moon. Why would we not know who that is?
I don't know, but how could he live that long? It's 500 plus years.
How could he heal himself when I destroyed his body?
No, I know.
How could he heal himself in boiling gas?
I get that. And that I can chalk up to magic, but aside from the stories and legends of people who have cheated death and become liches, there is no talk of people cheating death.
Not that we know of.
Not that we know of, but there's at least legends and lore and whatnot that spreads across the country about those people.
I'll say this as well. What kind of man ventures into the Emerald Plains of his own free will?
One who doesn't know of the stories and dangers that it holds.
And
quite
he
yet.
did.
He knew all about it.
Yeah, but he also understood stuff that we didn't.
I think that's kind of the point, right? Like, he knows things. Maybe he's trying to accomplish something rather bigger through the Emerald Plains. Maybe he's trying to escape a time or find a thing to, that he knows about because of his power.
I'm not necessarily trying to disagree with you. I just have questions because going back to what Scheme said earlier, the Lucas that we interacted with was kind to us.
The Dragar Kolskill that I interacted with and that I knew was kind to me. He wouldn't think twice about murdering all of us here and now. My friends, my hands are tied. I swore a vow with Celine. I set my life on this, find the man who destroyed her domain, and that I would bring him to justice, or do with as my deity saw fit. If this is him and she has commanded me, there is little that I can do. This is how I have obtained my power. This is my identity.
In your own rights, this is as noble a cause as there is. But until a time that I see Lucas to be an evil man, I'll do what I can to defend him.
And I can respect that. You are not held to the same vow as me. I hope that the time does not come that we may draw swords against each other. But until then, you will always be my friend.
And you might. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I almost died. I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
All right. I think that's a good stopping point right there.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect.
We're having a great time here, guys. I literally was on the ground laughing this session. It's so much fun putting this thing together.
He legit collapsed onto the ground and was gasping for air.
Seizing turtles will do that to a dungeon master.
Yep.
Put that on your bumper sticker. As much fun as we are having, we hope that you guys have equally or more fun on your end as well. This is a fledgling podcast. We have a lot to learn and a lot to improve on before we can reach the heights that we hope to take this to with you guys. If you do enjoy the podcast or if you have any suggestions, please make sure to leave us a review on whatever website you're using to listen to it. Let us know if you have any questions, and we could potentially feature that in future episodes at the intro.
We would love to answer any of those. We want to interact with you guys. We definitely want to bring you and a touch of the audience onto the podcast. So if there is anything you guys want to know or want us to incorporate, we'll definitely look into it. We would love to hear that feedback, and we would love to get that interaction.
One of the methods that you can use is checking us out on social media. I think we're on Twitter or X, I guess. We have a Facebook page. We've got Instagram. It's just Extreme Advantage without the first E on extreme. And we have a website up where you can just check out our lore and characters and stuff. And that's extremeadvantage.com. That's XTREME advantage.com.
We have a lot of fun doing this, guys. And please, if you love this, like our posts, follow our pages on social media, drop us a DM if you have any questions, if you have anything you'd like us to incorporate. We are definitely here to make you guys enjoy what you listen to. Aside from that, have a great day.
No turtles were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Yet.
Peace!
Yet.
Deuces.
Yet.